In this video, I'm going to show you the operation of an aftermarket sending unit. This is an EMPI. I replaced the floats with ball floats, and the arms have been adjusted a little bit to provide better fuel gauge indications. All right. So the first issue is when you install the sending unit, everybody wants to turn it all the way to lock, which is right there. And what we found that is when you turn it to lock, the long arm float can rise up and get stuck anywhere in there, and then that is as low in a tank of gas that you're going to get. It could be way down here, almost empty, or it could get hung up way up here, and you'd only get, if you're lucky, the first half a tank, and then it would be over with. And it would just be hung up on a half a tank. All right, so what happens is you've got to adjust this float just a little bit cocked. As you can see, the connection here is just slightly angled, and that should do the trick. Also, if you turn it, you can actually hear it hit. All right. The second problem that we've discovered is that if you have a full tank and the float is all the way to the top, that's the long arm, that the short arm float is right there, and it'll continue to rise on its own. So that gives you a full tank down to about 3/4 full to about a half full. And if this is hung up, that's what you're going to get. That will be the end of it. So what happens here, I'm going to stop for a second and get it in position. All right. With a full tank right there, this ball, the short arm, needs to be able to go all the way to the top. If the long arm is bent just right, it's going to lock the short arm float, and it will never go all the way up to full. So I'm going to show you that here in just a second. Okay, now I've got the float in position as if they're bent wrong, and now the short arm float, that's as far up as it'll go, and you're only going to get about a 3/4 of a tank reading, and that'll be it. It won't go any fuller.